Hello and welcome to this week's episode. I'm here at Mind Candy with Mark and Scott, and they've kindly given us just a few minutes of their time to answer just a few questions. Would you kindly introduce yourself to our viewers and give us a little bit of your background here at Mind Candy?
Sure. Well, my name's Mark Baker and I'm the technical lead of tools here, and basically I care about everyone's workflow at Mind Candy, so I basically try and improve their workflow by automating things and making it easier to actually get assets into the game and into production. And my background generally is I've been in the games industry for about 16 years, working for just about everyone on lots of different consoles and things like that.
Hi, I'm Scott Mather. I'm a senior Flash developer here at Mind Candy. So I work on our game Moshi Monsters, so I'm constantly adding mini games and content just to expand the game and make it a bit more fun. I've been working in Flash for about 8 years now, and I've been doing a lot of Unity in my spare time as just kind of like a nice hobby.
Would you, for those who could not attend to tonight's meetup, would you summarise what was discussed for them tonight?
Sure. So what we mainly talked about was how at Mind Candy we're very keen on everyone being able to learn Unity, because we think Unity is very important for new game development. It's very good for basically trying out new games and rapid prototyping, and I definitely believe that you need to basically try lots of things and then you've got to really play games to see what does and doesn't work, and Unity is excellent for that. So we've developed basically a series of lunchtime lecture courses that are very standalone and hands-on and bite-sized, that anyone in the company can do, and we've had about 20 people doing it so far, a mixture of programmers and artists and designers, and hopefully then we'll be able to make much more fun game jams and mini games, and basically enable everyone in the company to make a game, not just the programmers.
Mark, you mentioned in the presentation that the Mind Candy choose to use Unity. Considering that there are many other game engines out there, why Unity?
Well, we started off using Unity actually when we were looking to do a web-based game, and then we pivoted onto mobile after that, and I think that showed us one of the strengths of Unity, because it's not only very good to develop content in, but actually it supports a huge number of platforms, and that was a few years ago, and subsequently it now basically supports everything. So if you think you might want to develop onto lots of platforms, or if you just want a really easy to use editor and game creation system, then Unity really is a very good solution. I mean, as you say, there are plenty of other solutions out there, but we found that Unity actually had a very good ease of use and was on all the platforms that we wanted to be, so it was quite a good fit for us, and that was a couple of years ago now, and yeah, the use of Unity has only increased subsequently, so I think it's worked out really well for us.
What is it about the mobile platform that distinguishes itself from other platforms that have who are better established in the market?
We're basically using Unity for mobile. You can make things very fast and everyone has access to it kind of all the time. I guess from my perspective, where I'm living in London, people are always travelling and they're commuting on places where you don't have access to things like a constant connection. So whereas like lots of people made web games for a while, it's quite hard to take web games with you and have online games, whereas when you have nice mobile products that you can take with you, you can enjoy them a lot more. So I think they're becoming a lot more popular because of that. Yeah.
Scott, what would you say are the main difficulties that Mind Candy face when developing for mobile?
I'd say because of like tools like Unity and its ease of actually making mobile applications, like if you look on the app stores for Apple and Android, there are just so many games and there are so many clones of games. So the difficulties don't always lie with the actual production of the games, but with just finding something and like coming up with ideas that are new and fresh and for people to enjoy. So they're probably the biggest difficulties that we kind of face, I think.
Scott, can you discuss any current projects that Mind Candy may be working on right now?
I can only discuss what I'm working on, which is still the Moshi Monsters Flash game, sadly. And we're still expanding the universe, and we're starting lots of cool new features. And not really a spoiler, but we're going to be focusing on a lot more creative things this year. So we're going to try and get children more engaged in the game and more expressive with themselves. So that's kind of what we're working on.
And finally, Mark, what advice would you give to those who wish to target the mobile platform for developing?
I think I'd probably echo what Scott says. It's enormously important to do your market research. I mean, that's usually a bit of a dirty word, and most of the time I definitely say, you know, make a game that you're totally passionate about. And that's definitely still the case. I think you still have to make a game that you would love playing, but you have to realistically look at how you're going to stand out from the crowd, because the good thing about games is they are much more accessible to make now, but the flip side of that is there are a lot more people making games, so you absolutely have to really nail something. I mean, it really helps if you have a unique proposition in terms of gameplay or visual style. I mean, I think we've all been joking a lot about Flappy Birds today, but the fact is that really stood out, and you know, for the relative merits of it, otherwise that's what you need to do to be seen on mobiles. You need to stand out however it is you're going to do that, and so that's getting that bit right is what I think people should focus on.
Thank you so much for your time, Mark and Scott, and we will see you on our next episode.